So we see Mica walking in to Dick's pawn shop. She's looking around, but she's walking very calmly to the front desk because she's only there for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to buy a gun. And I actually think that that's the gun lying there on the counter. This guy have to fill out some paperwork with the serial number of the gun before she can buy it. And Mica is there waiting very, very patiently with her mobile phone in her hand. In a few minutes, there's a guy coming in. That guy everybody is talking about in the black clothes with a cap on. I have some clippings about him I wanted to show you because when he comes in, his entire demeanor is very, very strange. And it's almost like he's pretending that he's looking at things, but he's not. And first I was thinking, maybe he's just trying to keep busy because both cashiers are busy, so he's waiting for his turn, so he's just pacing around. But before he walks to the back area of the store, the last customer leaves, so it's only Mica there. So why is he not talking to the cashier or telling them what he needs? This guy could actually be completely innocent. And maybe he's just a customer. Maybe it's only because this is about Mica that everything seems to be suspicious. I don't know. But he's coming in just a second and you will see what I mean. Actually, I feel a little bit like he keeps looking to the other cashier. The cashier that's not taking care of Mica, the other one. Like he's looking in the corner of the shop. I don't know why. He also walks to that glass desk. But he's not looking inside. He's coming now. And look at the way he walks. Now he keeps looking. And he turns. And he's not looking. Look, he's not looking at anything. And then he puts his hands in his pocket. I want to show you again. Hands in the pocket. It's so strange. It's very, very strange. She's just pacing around everywhere. And now he stops to look at these papers. I think it's pictures of trailers that you can connect to your car, where you can load a lot of things on. Can you see that? It looked like different trailers. But doesn't he look a bit young to buy a trailer? I don't know. I feel like his entire demeanor is just very, very strange. And young man, I'm very sorry if you're completely innocent, but you do look very suspicious. And just in a minute he walks to the back area. And then there's something very, very interesting about Mica that I want you to pay attention to, because I haven't heard anyone mention this. And it was a complete coincidence that I noticed it. Look, now the last customer is leaving, so Mica is alone there. And that guy that was pacing around, he's not coming to the front desk to tell them what he needs or asking for anything. It's very strange. so he was definitely not waiting until it was his turn. Now I want you to pay attention to Mica's left hand. I think she's wearing a smartwatch, because notice that even though she's not moving her hand, it keeps shining. It keeps lighting up. And I know my sister has a smartwatch, and every time she gets a phone call or a text, it lights up. And it might even vibrate as well. She's getting bombarded with phone calls and texts. Look. Again and again and again and again. Hold nu op. She gets a lot of text and phone calls. Text or phone calls, I'm not sure. But then she picks up her phone and turns it around to see who it is, and look at her facial expression. It's like she just gives up. She's like, oh my god, when she sees who it is. I think it could be JP bombarding her with calls and texts. She picks it up now. She's smiling. Look at her face now when she picks it up. Oh no. And she looked like she's giving up. And she looks very upset. And then she starts tapping the table. And she doesn't know what to do. She crosses her arms and starts biting her lips, and she looks really anxious. And just in a second, she takes a step back from her phone. She's moving away from her phone. Look how stressed out she looks. She's biting her lips, just staring. She looks very anxious. And her arms are crossed. And I saw a body language expert explain that when people are in a stressed situation and they cross their arms, it's because they're self-soothing. She's trying to comfort herself. That's very, very sad. Look in the back area. It says golf. That's where people were talking about, was the parking area. So now I want to move on to that petrol station. And you see Mica come out of the gas station and she walks to her car. I actually believe that she opens her front door, like the passenger door. And the things she bought inside the gas station, she's putting it inside her car. And then I believe she's going to the toilet. There's a small red toilet on the back side of the gas station. And here's that truck, but she doesn't see it because she's in the toilet right now. And now Mica is coming back. She gets in her car. And I actually believe it looks like she's leaving the gas station. The car has the direction like she's leaving, but she hesitates. Something stops her from leaving. I don't know if she gets anxiety or something, but she decides to stay in the petrol station. Look how awkward a turn that is. I think she was leaving, but something stopped her from leaving. Maybe she feels more safe with people around. She felt like something was wrong. Then she gets out of the car. She walks to the petrol station. And there's the truck again. But again, Mica doesn't see it because she's inside the gas station. Now she comes out and she's ready to put petrol in her car. And she has no clue that JP, he might be just around the corner. And just in a second, Mica, she gets a phone call. Now, she opens the door. She grabs her phone. It's a very short conversation. It looks like she hangs up the phone and she just puts the phone back in the car. And then after about 15 seconds, that black truck drives by in very high speed. Did you see that? And Mica is frozen. She's just staring. I think she's in shock. And maybe she starts thinking if she has a tracker on her car again. You can see her staring in the direction of the truck. And that's when I think she decides that she needs to get out of there. I think it's very, very disturbing footage. And I actually looked it up on Google Maps. And I tried to explain to you about my theory, what I think could have happened. So what I'm gonna tell you now is pure speculation. It's only a theory and not a fact. I am thinking the black truck drove into the petrol station right here and made a U-turn and drove back out and took a right. And I was wondering where he went because it took about 3 minutes before he came back. But if he takes a right here and continues down this road, I apologize that Google Maps is not exactly updated. But if he takes a right here again and continue down this small road, it's not far, takes a right again, that would lead him right to the back side of the petrol station, and we see him coming in from the back side. He continues out on this road and down this way, and then it takes about 1 minute before he is back, so he couldn't have gone far. So I'm thinking he drove down this road, and right here he could have turned around, called Mica and told her that he saw her. But probably she didn't believe him, so she hung up on him and threw the phone inside the car and continues to put petrol on her car. But within 15 seconds, this black truck rushes past the petrol station, leaving Mica completely frozen. Because maybe she realizes that she's got a tracker on her car again. But it also means that if it is JP, which we don't know, it's pure speculation, that would also mean that if he drove down this road one more time, Mica would have just about 3 minutes to get out of there. I don't know, it's just my theory.